What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. We got a new angle in the room. We got a new setup. I kind of combine things and change things around. So I think I'm going to stick with this from now on. Anyway, this week we are talking about another game that I recently picked up. We're going to take it apart and clean it and see how that works. And that, of course, is Alpha Mission for the NES. Now, I know this is like the second scrolling shooter in a row, I think. But no agenda there. It just happened to be the one that I found at a local store for dirt cheap, and I hadn't owned it, and so I picked it up. Yeah, I started playing this game just for this video, so I've seen it, but I've never actually played it. So as with the last couple of ones, we're going to take this thing apart. We're going to check out the board to make sure it's legit. We'll give it a clean, and then we'll play it and talk about it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get on with the video. All right, so here we go. Here is Alpha Mission, and I'd like to thank Robert Lee Jr. for inadvertently donating to this channel, whether he wants to admit it or not. Now, here's the weird thing. These screws, I just took them out because I couldn't get them out, and I was trying to figure it out. These are not the original screws that belong in this cartridge. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if it'll adjust. It probably won't. But these are some weird Phillips head screws that I've never encountered before. So that's kind of the first red flag. Those are not the original screws. Anyway, they are out. This looks pretty clean inside. The back looks good. And the front looks good. It's got all the right names and numbers. Yeah. Okay. I'm okay with that. That looks like a good board. It was just really weird that those screws are there. I've never seen those screws before. Now, there could be some weird thing where they didn't have any extra of the normal, so they had to use those three, but I've never encountered those types of screws before in a Nintendo game. So yeah, I'm going to wipe this thing down with a little IPA, and then we'll put it back together, and we'll give it a shot. But that looks like a good, normal-looking board. Perfect. Come on now. There we go. So this is Alpha Mission, or ASO, Armored Scrum Object, as known in Japan. This is a vertically scrolling shooter developed by SNK and released as an arcade video game in 1985 by Namco in Japan and Trade West in North America. It was later ported to the Famicom in 1986 and released for the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1987. The arcade game was a commercial success in Japan. It was the 7th highest grossing table arcade game of 1986. A sequel, Alpha Mission 2, was released for the Neo Geo arcade system in 1991. Alpha Mission is a one-player scrolling shooter game. Missiles are used to destroy ground enemies, while laser-like weapons are used for aerial opponents. Throughout each of the levels, the player must fight off waves of enemies that threaten several space stations, and a boss must be defeated at the end of each level. Like most games in this genre, when the player dies, all weapons are lost, and the player is moved to a point slightly before the point of death. The player's craft can be upgraded to have more powerful weapons by picking up various power-ups throughout the level. Alpha Mission was released on the PlayStation Portable as part of the PSP Minis via PlayStation Store in 2011. Alpha Mission was also released on the Nintendo Switch in the Nintendo eShop on October 25th of 2018 and on the PlayStation 4 via PlayStation Store on July 18th of 2019 by Hamster Corporation as part of the Arcade Archives series. The game is also included on the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. This collection has both the original arcade and the NES version. It includes both the Japanese version and the Western/international version. Now, I mentioned you can get power-ups for your ship by collecting the various letter blocks on the screen that you get from destroying enemies. The one little tip I can give you is the backwards letters. You'll see a couple E's that are backwards. If you pick those up, they'll actually ruin your ship. There's a couple K's as well. I don't know how they expect us to know which the M is backwards, but whatever. But yeah, stay away from the reverse lettering because it will harm your ship. So there you have it. There's Alpha Mission on the NES. What'd you guys think? Did you ever have an opportunity to play this game as a kid? Do you like these scrolling shooters, or is it just not your cup of tea? I like about half, the other half, not so much. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and leave a comment. Leave a like, subscribe, or share if you want to. If not, it's all good. I'm cool with it. You keep being a good person. That's all I care about. As always, you can reach me at retrobengaming@gmail.com. Leave me some emails about, I don't know, what game you want to see next. If there's a certain product you want me to review, I've got a couple in the bag that we're going to bring out. Until then, take some time to play a game. It doesn't have to be Alpha Mission, but why the heck not? Looks pretty fun. As always, be good people, be good to those around you, and keep on gaming.